Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fully loaded pay-per-view, and trust me, it lives right up to its name. 7 match cards, and each match card has its own story to tell. Let's start you off with the Intercontinental Champion, Austin Theory. He has been dominating, and he's been on one dominating run, but the man who has been calling himself the second coming of a pillar, Adam Cole, has been fighting, scratching, and doing what he has to do each and every week, defeating Drew McIntyre in a gauntlet match and earning his opportunity to Austin Theory for the Intercontinental Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, we cannot talk about Fully Loaded without talking about how personal, how grueling the rivalries will get and how they've gotten, and that right there is going to be the combination of a no-holds-barred match. Moxley Reigns, it finally goes down. Moxley was the one that told Rollins to pull the trigger, and that right there was the final night. The Shields were the Shield. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of final nights, let's talk about the final night. Cody Rhodes was World Heavyweight Champion, and that night was SummerSlam. And after he lost the matchup, a man who has been feeling nothing but anger over the last 6 months of his career being taken away by the hands of the American Nightmare, Kevin Owens, made his return at SummerSlam and sent a statement over the last couple of weeks. They have been brawling, they have been having words of a war, and overall, war is the only word you can put into effect when you talk about these two. The hatred goes so very deep. But ladies and gentlemen, the women's division was promised depth, and Damage Control has been given it to them, because Damage Control has had a war over siege when it comes to the women's division, and Rhea Ripley is understanding she might not be the dominant one no more. The first ever challenger for the women's champion, Bayley, steps up once again, and she rises with Io Sky and Dakota Kai as they try to take the World Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley. Is it gonna happen? Find out here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we talked about what the Big Uso, the Tribal Chief, is going to be doing, but we haven't talked about what the Twins are going to be doing. The Usos are going to be putting the Tag Team Championships on the line when they take on the OC, the original club, the only club that matters. And ladies and gentlemen, they've been sleeping on them. The WWE Universe has been sleeping on them, but trust when I say, when Machine Gun Anderson and Doc Gallows step into the ring, those two men right there are some of New Japan's finest, and the Usos are going to get a little taste of that come Fully Loaded. But ladies and gentlemen, also we have a Mayhem exclusive matchup. Tommaso Ciampa is gonna go one-on-one with the debuting Samoa Joe. Joe makes his debut, Ciampa makes his debut, both men making their, not in-ring, Ciampa making his in-ring debut, but both men making their pay-per-view debut, and it's gonna be one hell of a matchup. And it all started when Samoa Joe made his debut attacking Johnny Gargano, as Johnny Gargano had just come back from injury, and now Tommaso Ciampa wants to get a little bit of retribution for his best friend as he looks to take on Samoa Joe. And ladies and gentlemen, the matchup that is confirmed for the main event, but the matchup that we thought was going to be a one-on-one matchup between Randy Orton and Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. Those two men have gone nowhere, but the man who has infiltrated is a man among many, a man who has been called and named the best wrestler of our decade, and that man right there is Bryan Danielson. Danielson entered his way into the main event, and now it is going to be a triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. All this plus so much more right here on Fully Loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pay-per-view that lives up to its name. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fully Loaded. I am your commentator for both Raw and Mayhem Plus, and we are going to be dipping into the side of Fully Loaded here tonight, the Fully Loaded pay-per-view. It's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view here tonight. We are here at Orlando, Florida, and tonight is the night where we see rivalries finally come ahead. We see wars continue, and this is one that I feel like is just getting started. It is the Mayhem exclusive. It is Tommaso Ciampa going one-on-one with Samoa Joe. The first time both of these two men have stepped foot on a pay-per-view, and the crowd is obviously ecstatic. And listen, I don't blame them. I got a feeling it's going to be one hell of a crowd all throughout the night here tonight at Fully Loaded. It's going to be one hell of a show. We have so much to go through here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view tag team action, main event triple threat action. Man, it's just going to keep going, and it doesn't stop here tonight. I'm going to let you guys know the story for this one real fast. Tommaso Ciampa made his debut because his best friend Johnny Gargano got attacked by this man right here, the man who is coming out to a serenation of boos the man known as Samoa Joe made his debut attacking Johnny Gargano, using Johnny Gargano as somebody that he was going to make his stepping stone here in the WWE, but that got sidetracked because Tommaso Ciampa put a halt to that. And now both of these two men not only are going to face each other tonight, but are also going to face each other in the coming weeks at the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. As we are going through the round one, these two men are going to be facing in the ring, as Johnny Gargano is set to come back at the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, as he was going to be able to get some revenge on Samoa Joe. But you know, the big thing tonight, the big story tonight is Tommaso Ciampa getting his hands on Samoa Joe for Johnny Gargano, him doing the job for him here tonight, maybe weakening him a little bit going into the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. And man, oh man, like I said, some things might not come ahead tonight, but things are definitely going to get started, and Tommaso Ciampa has had a lot to say. Or, excuse me, nothing really to say to Samoa Joe. Just been trying to bring straight violence, but Samoa Joe's been the man that's had a lot to say to Tommaso Ciampa, and both these men just having a lot of anger in their heart. Both of these men feeling like they have so much to prove here in the WWE, as they are just coming here in the WWE. And oh man, Tommaso Ciampa tried to go for something there, but didn't get it. Nicely done there by Samoa Joe. Nice elbow drop there by Joe. Samoa Joe, man, not playing any games with Tommaso Ciampa in the early rounds in the matchup. Nicely done there by Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa not playing any games with Samoa Joe, looking to try to pick up Joe, but Samoa Joe, no, not allowing it. Straight super kick action here tonight by Samoa Joe, and the crowd is not enjoying it. And I mean, do you blame them? The crowd didn't. They definitely don't seem like they'd be into Samoa Joe more Tommaso Ciampa than anything, but this time gets that super kick again. Another knee to the face there. Nicely done there by Samoa Joe. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Samoa Joe making his pay-per-view debut here tonight along with Tommaso Ciampa. So both men have a lot to prove here tonight in this matchup. And now Tommaso Ciampa bouncing right off of the rope. Samoa Joe ducking under. Very beautiful work there. And oh my God, scoop slam there by Samoa Joe. They don't call him the Samoan submission machine for no reason. And I feel like once he does lock in, that coquina clutch is going to be all she wrote. Bit of a super kick party here tonight. Samoa Joe's been relying heavily on those super kicks here tonight at Fully Loaded. And ladies and gentlemen, to believe that this is just the start of one hell of a pay-per-view, the first time ever we have had two pay-per-views in 1 month. This is coming right off of the SummerSlam pay-per-view. So much backlash from that pay-per-view, and it all comes ahead here at Fully Loaded. And Tommaso Ciampa seemed like he tried to, you know, throw himself at Samoa Joe in the early ons of the matchup, but oh my God, nicely done there by Ciampa. I was gonna say Ciampa hasn't really been doing the best, but he seems to be fighting his way back through this. And a big elbow drop there by Tommaso Ciampa. Beautiful work there by Ciampa. Ciampa now looking to go to the top rope. Not something that I personally have seen from Ciampa when I watched him on the indie scene, but we haven't seen much of Ciampa because this is Ciampa's debut match. Ciampa with a shoulder tackle, and imagine if Tommaso Ciampa can win his debut matchup here tonight against Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe being undefeated here in Universe Mode. And oh my God, face getting slammed right off of the corner of the ring there. Nicely done there by Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa now bringing Samoa Joe into the ring. Look like he wants to take his time with Samoa Joe. Seems like he has a lot of hate in his heart for Samoa Joe because of what Samoa Joe did to his best friend Johnny Gargano. And Tommaso Ciampa not playing any games. It looks like he wants to set him up for something big. Fairy Tales ending. Into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Samoa Joe kicking out of the Fairy Tales ending. The crowd telling Joe that he's not worthy, and Tommaso Ciampa trying to prove that to be so. Ciampa with a combination of strikes and lays him down with the big knee into the cover one more time. Is he going to be able to put Joe away in this matchup? No. Referee doesn't even have to waste time on a 2 count. Samoa Joe kicking out with great effort, showing that he has a lot more left in the tank. And oh man, Samoa Joe, we knew this was going to be one hell of a matchup here tonight. We knew this one was going to be hard-hitting between Samoa Joe and Tommaso Ciampa, but something that I couldn't have guessed. Oh my God. Something I couldn't have guessed was the amount of hatred that will be brought into the matchup. You could definitely see how much Johnny Gargano means to Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, you know, Tommaso Ciampa was the one that was with Gargano through everything, through the rehabilitation when Johnny Gargano first got injured back in King of the Ring. And to see all of that could be going to waste by Samoa Joe. Wait a minute, now Joe looking to line up Tommaso Ciampa for something we've seen on Mayhem before. And wait a minute, Ciampa getting goal! Tossed over and through. And Tommaso Ciampa not looking the best in this matchup. This might be all she wrote for Ciampa. 2-0. Not even a 2 count. Tommaso Ciampa staying in it. And a big super kick, but no, this time, Ciampa says no. Ciampa picks him up. Powerbomb. Ciampa powerbomb Samoa Joe. Joe's no easy man to lift. But Samoa Joe with a kick out at 1. Big Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa couldn't do it in the first time in the matchup, but he did it the second time. Samoa Joe, though. Joe clipping Ciampa, and now Joe lining up Ciampa for something big here. Lining up Ciampa for what could to be the beginning of the end. No man's been able to get out of this one, and he has it locked in. The Coquina clutch. The clutch is locked in. Ciampa has nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Ciampa's fading. Oh my God, he's trying to fight back, but he's fading. His arms is flailing in the air, and there's nowhere he can go. Nothing he can do. Ciampa has to tap. Ciampa has to just tap. There was absolutely nothing that Tommaso Ciampa could have done in this matchup. Tommaso Ciampa and Samoa Joe fought, and you gotta think that come Starrcade, there's gonna be a lot more fight left in both of these men's tanks. Because man, oh man, it's gonna definitely be good going into the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, and I think this one just took the cake on building up to be. And wait a minute, Samoa Joe's not done with Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa's groggy, but Joe attacking him with a kendo stick. Come on, the match is over, Joe. What the hell? Oh my God, wait, that's Johnny Gargano. Gargano's back, and oh! Gargano lays out Samoa Joe as Ciampa getting back up to his feet. Ciampa's getting back up to his feet and seeing that Johnny Gargano's right there. We're seeing a different angle of it. And as Samoa Joe leaves the ring, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa DIY is showing off in Samoa Joe. Joe looks pissed off, but Samoa Joe might have to go backstage and find Mr. Money in the Bank, because come 2 weeks' time, it's going to be DIY versus the very odd pairing of Samoa Joe and Bronson Reed. It's going to be damn good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be hard-hitting. Depth was promised, and depth has been giving. The women's division has been absolutely on fire lately, and Rhea Ripley has a new challenger, but somewhat of an old challenger, because this is the first ever woman to challenge for the Women's Championship. Bayley takes on Rhea Ripley. Coming up next. Kevin, you know we need to talk. Listen, don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not any of these other guys, alright? We're best friends. You're not gonna sit here and pretend like we're not. I was there for you, okay? When you were injured, when you were laid out, I was there. So I feel like the least you can do is just give me a second of your day. Sammy, you know I have a match coming up. You know I have to take Cody Rhodes on. You know how much this match means to me. Like, why are you doing this right now? Out of all times, you decide to come right. You're not yourself, Kevin. Like, I don't know if it's Cody or what's going on with you, but this whole revenge plot was not supposed to be like this. You're losing yourself. And this is exactly where you were right when you got injured. I don't want to see you back in this place. You're going to a dark place, and I'm trying to pull you out before it's too late. I don't need anybody to help me. Alright, Sammy, I got this. Tonight I'm going to put Cody Rhodes down like I said I was going to do, like I told everybody I was going to do, because I'm a man of my word. And when I said I was going to be one of the most dominant WWE champions, what did I do, Sammy? I did that. When I said I was going to put Cody down week in and week out and make him miserable, I did that. And what did I tell you for 6 months? I said the first thing that I was going to do when I got out of this hospital, the first thing when I finished rehab, the first thing when I was back at 100%, what was I going to do? I was going to go after Cody. And I did that. And that's what's happening. And it's not going to be pretty, Sammy. It's going to be violent. It's going to be relentless. This is how war is, Sammy. I don't need your help. I got this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the first championship matchup of the night. It is going to be Women's Championship on the line when Bayley goes one-on-one with the champion, the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. And it's going to be a damn good one here tonight. And I know you've seen the little package promo earlier in the show, but I'll explain it a little bit here. Damage Control was the promise of depth here in the women's division, and they are here to simply, you know, bring the WWE out of the boredom that it's been when it comes to the women's division. At least that's what Bayley says. Bayley says that she is here with Io Sky and Dakota Kai to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to make the women's division interesting. That's to make the women's division something that people can be proud of. And she said that all starts with her becoming women's champion. Bayley was the first ever person to challenge for the women's championship back after the Elimination Chamber, when we had all, 6 women go into the Elimination Chamber, and the final 2 women was Bayley and Shotzi, and Shotzi ended up winning the championship. Bayley went on to challenge Shotzi for the championship, and, you know, that was really the first challenger to really give us something when it came down to the women's championship. And Bayley just wants everybody to remember their history, and she just wants everybody to understand that, you know, she's here to bring that change. And listen, Bayley and Damage Control, they've been on the rise here in Universal Mode. They've been non-stop. You know, Rhea Ripley, you know, Dominic at least tried to get the help of Becky Lynch when Rhea Ripley was supposed to team up with her a couple of weeks ago here in Universal Mode. And out of nowhere, you know, Damage Control attacked them. Then we were supposed to see Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, another woman who's been trying to take on Damage Control, but the numbers game has just been too much, and Damage Control attacked once again. Going into this championship matchup, Damage Control has looked the absolute best that they can possibly look. But ladies and gentlemen, a woman that has been playing no game since WrestleMania. She's had a little bit of a dip, and when it comes to the women's division back at Extreme Rules, but at the Unforgiven pay-per-view, she made her namesake once again, and this second time, this second reign as being women's champion has been giving Rhea a new lease on life. When you see the guy behind her, another man who was in Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio. He's been doing a lot of work when it comes down to helping Rhea Ripley here in the women's division, trying to really solidify her championship run as one to be impressed with, one to really, look at, you know. And Rhea Ripley, man, she's dominant when she steps into the ring. She's dominant. She's fierce. She doesn't play any games. Fun fact about this matchup, we got this matchup. It was the Raw before SummerSlam. It was a decent matchup, but with the help of Dominic Mysterio, Bayley ended up losing to Rhea Ripley. So now, you know, and then Bayley did also have Damage Control with her, but that was in the very early stages of Damage Control, before they really had their chemistry, before they knew what to do as a team. Now going in to this pay-per-view, as being at this pay-per-view, being in this championship matchup, does Damage Control have the chemistry that they need to be that blocker for Dominic Mysterio? And another big question is, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, you gotta think that they're lingering around somewhere in the back. And Damage Control had definitely done, you know, hasn't done the best at making friends here in the WWE. And tonight, we're going to see exactly how much that's really come into play as we get into this Women's World Championship matchup, the only championship here in Universal Mode, the most prestigious championship here in Universal Mode, the championship that's only been held by 3 women altogether, but has 4 reigns. Rhea Ripley holding 2 of those reigns, Shayna Baszler holding 1 of those reigns, and Shotzi being the first ever women's champion here in Universal Mode, winning it back at our first ever pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. But Rhea Ripley winning her championship the first time back at WrestleMania by defeating Shotzi, then winning it again after she lost that at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, but picked it back up at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. Rhea Ripley went into last month's pay-per-view, SummerSlam, defending against a woman who we've seen wrestle here in the WWE for the one time she did, and that was Ronda Rousey, excuse me, the former UFC fighter. Yes, and it was a very dominant showing, and Rhea Ripley ended up getting the job done. The big question is, will Bayley be that difference maker? Is Bayley different compared to the other women that we've seen here in the WWE? But as both women are getting ready, Dominic on one side, Io Sky, Dakota Kai on the other side, how is this matchup going to fare? We're going to find out right now. Rhea Ripley, though, Ripley taking down Bayley in the first, and I said Io Sky because Sky getting involved in this matchup in the early on, and three claps to the ears there by Bayley, and Rhea Ripley getting tossed up and down. Now going into the cover, quick cover here by Bayley. You see the urgency on Bayley's mind, but Rhea Ripley has a full head of steam, not worried about anything in this matchup, and just like Io Sky did, Dominic saying, hey, I can do it too. Dominic showing that he can be a distraction just as much as Io Sky can be a distraction. And oh man, Rhea Ripley now just taking down Bayley. Nicely done there. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank everybody again for coming to the fully loaded pay-per-view. It's been one hell of a month leading up to the pay-per-view, and here we are finally at the fully loaded pay-per-view, ready ready to go all out, and man, oh man, wait a minute, you see right there, Rhea Ripley not playing any games here tonight. Not playing any games here tonight with the challenger, and Io Sky once again being a factor in this matchup. Not something I like to see, and Bayley going for the clap to the ears once again, and now Bayley, wait a minute, Bayley now looking to line her up, rose plant! Big rose plant by Bayley into the cover. 1, 2, and no! Rhea Ripley, I don't know what the hell's going on with the crowd, but I think the crowd is favoring Ripley, but oh man, I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. They're cheering for that woman right there. Charlotte Flair has seen enough. It's only the early ons, and she has seen enough of this, enough of the games, and now she is being the distraction, maybe the distraction that Rhea Ripley needs. And I think that's proven to be the case right now. Rhea Ripley lining her up, seeing the stars aligning. Riptide! Riptide by Ripley into the cover. The ref once again, Io Sky. Io Sky doing anything she can possibly do. And Rhea Ripley saying, hey, what the hell is your problem? Rhea Ripley is not a fan of what she is seeing, and a big splash by Ripley, not something we usually see by the Nightmare. And Charlotte Flair making her way to the back, and Rhea Ripley just trying to show off her strength, trying to show off the dominance. And it's really hard to show that off when you have constant interference, and let's see the perspective of Dominic, and wait a minute, big Irish whip by Rhea Ripley, and wait a minute, Bayley bouncing off of the ropes, beautifully done there, and Rhea Ripley getting a little tangled up there with Bayley, and now looking to do some damage, but Bayley looking to do, oh my god, Bayley looking to turn the tides here. Bayley looking to turn the tides, big slap to the chest there. That might be a little bit of a call out to Charlotte. Big slap once again, and a big axe handle, but Rhea Ripley moves out of the way. Ripley moves out of the way, hits her with a big old kick, and now Rhea Ripley looks like she wants to line her up for something big here. Beautiful work. Oh my god, I was going to say beautiful work here by Rhea Ripley, but Bayley looking to turn the tides once again. Bayley staying on it and laying down the champion. I don't know how she's doing it, and now she's looking to work on the legs. And wait a minute, look at what the hell is Io Sky doing? And she knows this is a regular matchup, and you see once again doing anything she can to have the referee be a distraction. And look at that, rose plant! Rose plant by Bayley. This could be it here. The ending of the second reign. No. The ending of the second reign I thought was going to be upon us. But no. Rhea saying no. Setting up for another rose plant. Big punch to the face. Soften her up. Rhea is in trouble. Big slam. Bayley sees all the stars aligning, but could not get the ring awareness right. And Dominic knows this could be the beginning of the end for Rhea Ripley. And oh my god, wait a minute, Dominic doing the same thing Io Sky was doing, the same thing, this time trying to line her up. Rhea Ripley smiling and laughing at Bayley, just laughing because she knew what she was waiting for, a Riptide. She's not gonna put her into a cover. She's gonna pick her up. And if I know Rhea, oh my god, Rhea, look at her showing off the strength. And now once again, big time Riptide into the cover. 2, it's over. Tonight, these two women just did something that no women have done here in the universe mode, and that has pushed Rhea to her limit, because Rhea herself has been pushed to her limit here tonight. We just seen Bayley almost come close, but the big question is, will a big part of this, can you say a big part of Rhea even retaining was because of the help of Charlotte Flair? Ladies and gentlemen, September 14th is right around the corner, and we have to gear up for a Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. It's 16 teams, 8 matches, and it all goes down September 14th during the Starrcade pay-per-view. We're going to be taking over the course of a month-long journey of tag team matches to build up to this, and the rules are very, very simple for this tournament. Like I said before, 32 men, 16 teams, 8 matches, all round 1 matches will take over the course of the month until we reach up to the quarterfinals point, finish out those matches, and then that is when we were going to be getting to the final pay-per-view, the final 4 matches for the pay-per-view. But ladies and gentlemen, match 1 is going to be damn good because the Undisputed Era had 1 match here in Universe Mode, and they're making their return as they take on the Creed brothers. We don't know much about Brutus and Julius Creed, but what we do know is they're going to be bringing the Mayhem. And speaking of Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, 2 of Mayhem's finest, DIY, will take on a man they have been beefing with for a long time, Samoa Joe, as he teams with Bronson Reed, Mr. Money in the Bank right there. Also, LWO versus Usos. This is going to be a Season 1 rematch going down for the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be seeing 2 very bitter enemies have to team up in the tournament because Rhodes and Owens are going to be taking on Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, the Hurt Business. But speaking of business, is going to be getting picked up when the Street Profits go against the OC in a rematch that they had a couple of weeks ago here on Raw in a #1 contenders match. Now they have new stakes on the line, and that is the Starrcade advancing in the tag team. American Alphas had some ups and downs, but they take on the new coming team in Jinder and Shanky, and that only goes down for the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, the Brawling Brutes are going to have their hands full because they are going to be taking on their top guys. It's going to be FTR making their debut here in Universe Mode. It's going to be damn good. The only match card that you guys have not seen here tonight was the Judgment Day going 2-on-2 with Adam Cole and Austin Theory. The reason why is because we don't know who's going to win the championship matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking more on this matchup right here, the OC spot can be changed with the Usos if the OC is able to beat the Usos at the up-and-coming fully loaded pay-per-view. So this matchup can definitely change, or it could be a rematch. Either way, it's going to be one to look forward to, and this is going to be a damn good tournament. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, Universe Mode is coming your way to Chicago. It's going to be damn good, and for the first time ever, we're going to be in the United Center as trying to make Universe Mode as big as humanly possible. We have got a contract. We are going to Chicago August 27, 2023. No Mercy is going to be coming you guys' way. It's going to be damn good. We learned this past Friday that Starrcade is going to be in MSG. We're learning that No Mercy is going to be in Chicago. Man, oh man, we are just traveling all over the world, and it's going to be damn good to continue the journey here with you guys in Universe Mode. Like I said before, No Mercy coming your way August 27th. Mark your calendars. It's going to be good. Cody, hi, yes, can I get a minute? I just want to say good luck on your match tonight against Kevin Owens. I said the same thing to him, and I just want to let it be known to you guys that this is going to be a great match. Fight hard. But also remember that you guys are teaming up in the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. You know, you guys are going to have to put this aside going into the tournament because you guys have an up-and-coming matchup in the next couple of weeks on Raw. So, you know, if I can give my personal opinion real quick, I would say fight, but maybe you guys don't go too hard out there. Conserve your strength because you guys are going to be partners pretty soon. So whatever you have to go through tonight, I'd say hash it out and leave it right here at Fully Loaded. With all due respect, Adam, Kevin crossed that line, not me. I was just wrestling in another matchup, and I should be in the main event right now, gearing up for a rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship that I lost at SummerSlam. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I was the world champion. And yet I'm fighting Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens wants to make something so personal as me just being on an advertisement. So I don't give a damn about this teaming up. I'm going to win this match tonight. I'm going to go into the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, and if I have to carry myself all the way through the finals, then I'll do that. But when it comes to Kevin Owens, he is not leaving this arena tonight until he feels every ounce of pain he tried to make me feel over the last couple of weeks, because they don't call me an American Nightmare for no reason. I'm not gearing up for a match anymore. I am gearing up for a fight. He did one thing that I let so many superstars, so many professional wrestlers not do, and that's make things personal. I've had a guy like Malachi Black come my way. I've had Santos Escobar disrespect me. I took on Finn Balor, and as everybody knows, he's the king of disrespect, and I did not let it get to me. But Kevin, he's able to turn that switch inside, and he's able to just make me into something that I am not proud of. So in order to push past, in order to go anywhere, I need to get rid of Kevin. So tonight, like I said, I'm not going into a match. I'm going into a war. And I will be the last man standing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into tag team action, and we have been hyping up tag team wrestling here in Universe Mode for a couple of weeks, ever since the introduction and the announcement of the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. And this one right here, this one has big implications for the winners and losers, because the winners of this matchup will be receiving the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, the losers of this match will be going into that round 1 slot for the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. So getting another opportunity to get back to this, a matchup like this, but it's going to be a long wait. It's going to be a very long wait and a harder grind to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, the OC is here tonight. The OC has been sending a bit of a message to the Usos, telling the Usos in the Bloodline that, listen, you don't run this division anymore. When it comes to the tag team division, it's not, quote, on lock. Okay, the OC, the original club, are going to be able to get the jobs done, and that's what Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have been trying to prove. That's what AJ Styles has been trying to push forward for the OC. They've had a bit of a bumpy road all the way to here, but when we go to the, bars of momentum, I'd say they have just enough. The OC is here tonight, and we've seen Gallows and Anderson in action. Even to get into this opportunity, they had to go 2-on-2 with the Street Profits on the first Raw after SummerSlam, and what a matchup it was. And that was when we seen the date, or the crowning of the #1 contenders. And here we go, the Usos, the Bloodline, the Solo Sikoa. I mean, listen, these three men are nobody to play any games with, and I didn't know Solo was going to come out here with the Usos. It seems like Roman chose Solo to come out here and accompany them, because AJ Styles came out here and did the same for the OC. See, that is what I'm talking about right there. That is the smarts by the Bloodline, by Paul Heyman, by Roman Reigns. Those two men right there have been ushering in a new kind of era for the Bloodline. And ever since Roman Reigns has fully said, hey, I'm all in with you guys, it's been different, to say the least. I mean, I assume Roman's going into this one by himself later on tonight, as he goes one-on-one with Jon Moxley in a no-holds-barred match. Man, oh man, what a matchup that one's going to be. But tonight, Solo Sikoa stepping up with the Usos. Tonight, Solo Sikoa trying to make sure that the job gets done on the side of the Usos. This matchup is going to be one hell of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And whenever we get tag team action here in Universe Mode, they typically steal the show, if I'm being honest. But man, oh man, here we go. And these championships, man, I mean, they're beautiful-looking championships, but they're not going to be the ones the Usos or whoever wins the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament is going to be wearing. It seems like they're going to be introducing a new championship design, a black design with a little bit of a gold strip. Personally, I like it. It's going to be very interesting, the future of the tag team division with the new championships that are coming, the new teams that are going to be coming. It's going to be very interesting overall to see what goes down and how it goes down. We know the first round matchup, the first ever matchup for the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, it's going to be the Creed brothers going 2-on-2 with the Undisputed Era. Those are two new teams here in Universe Mode already that either of these two teams could be facing off with at Starrcade. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have had a bit of news. So the next pay-per-view has been announced is going to be No Mercy. No Mercy. The Tag Team Championships will not be defended, since they will be defended a couple of weeks prior at the, a couple of weeks after at the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. We want to make sure that there's some space in between. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action already. And look at that, Carl Anderson already with a bit of a cutter. And oh, Luke Gallows wanted to make sure Carl Anderson had that assurance. Oh my goodness, I mean, come on, what are we seeing already? And you see Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows playing a bit of a smarter game here tonight. Another cutter right there into the cover. Is this one going to be a no? I don't know what. Carl Anderson is on here tonight and now tries to go for a third cutter, but Jimmy's saying no. You see right there, 3 cutters in a row. Carl Anderson definitely came to play here tonight. Or excuse me, didn't come to play. He came for a full-on war. He came for a fight here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like a fight is what he's going to be getting. And look at Jimmy now. Jimmy now looking to line up Carl Anderson, bringing him into the Usos corner. Smartly done there. Tag team action seeing an effect early on in the matchup here tonight. Bringing him down. Smartly done there. And wait a minute. Is Jay lining up already here tonight? Early Uso splash and gets him. And oh, Carl Anderson. I guess Jay didn't get all of it. Jimmy getting brought to the outside. Luke Gallows making sure Carl Anderson's good as the referees tell him to go back into the ring. And Carl Anderson just taking care of business as Gallows now in the ring doing damage. Quick tag there by the OC and now Gallows doing damage. What a matchup we're seeing here tonight. The fully loaded pay-per-view for the tag team championships. And oh man, wait a minute, Doc Gallows now picking up Jey Uso for something big here. Jay gets brought up and taken down. You see Solo doesn't seem stressed, even though Jay's going through a bit of hurt here. Solo seems like he has everything under control in this matchup. And oh man, seems like for good reason. Big knee there by Jey Uso. Uso now with a big clothesline there by Jey Uso. Jey Uso now looking like he wants to do some damage there, but Gallows found his way back up to his feet a little early on in the matchup here. Gallows now bouncing off and oh, tries to go for a splash, but Jay gets the knees up. Knees up by Jay. Jay goes for a super kick. No, super kick missed out there by Doc Gallows. Gallows now looking to bring him into the OC's corner, but he goes over the ropes. Jey Uso could be in a bit of trouble here tonight as Gallows looking to use the size to his advantage. Gallows using his size to his advantage as he smartly should. And you see, that's what he got him. This is what put him in this position right here. This was putting the OC in the offensive position here. And wait a minute now. Getting their tag. This might not be good here. And oh my God. Beautiful neck breaker maneuver there. If I'm Jey Uso, man, I'm looking for a tag. I'm looking for a tag fast. Big kick there by Carl Anderson. Didn't get it. Jey Uso now looking to fight back. Uso now looking to fight back and looking to do some damage. But Carl Anderson saying no. Anderson saying no. Hits him with an uppercut. Beautiful uppercut there by Carl Anderson. Now looking to go for the cover. Looking at Jey Uso. Looking at Jimmy Uso while he does it. The absolute disrespect here by the OC tonight is definitely something that I can't say the Usos didn't earn. And look at that. Another cutter, but Jay saying no. Jay not allowing the other cutter, and oh! Jay seeing his brother Jimmy get put through multiple cutters, and he said no, not me, not like this. And oh my God, big Samoan headbutt there by Jey Uso. Jey Uso now, Jey Uso now sees all the stars aligning perfectly for him. Beautiful overhead shot we're seeing here. And oh man, Carl Anderson looked like he wanted to do some damage, but Jimmy Uso saying, nah, you're staying in this corner. And right as he was able to shake off the cobwebs, Jey Uso hits him with a big super kick to the back of the neck. Uso now looking to bring him into the middle of the ring. What could be a cover in this matchup here tonight. Goes down for the count. Is this one going to be it here? 2 and no. Carl Anderson getting the kick out, but Doc Gallows staying right there. A little bit of insurance there by Gallows just in case Carl Anderson wasn't going to be able to kick out here. And both of these men, all 4 of these men putting on the absolute fight of their life in this matchup. And Jey Uso now. Jey Uso stomping down. Uso stomping down big time here. Big time stomps by the Usos. The bloodline is making sure they're going to be cleaning up business and now getting that tag in. And oh man, Jimmy took way too much time being taken by Jimmy. But oh man, I guess not, because Gallows didn't have his head in the game. I thought he did, but he didn't. That right there could have been the upset the Usos definitely needed. And oh man, seems like we're getting it. Luke Gallows now lining up Jimmy. Looks like he's going to hit him with something big. Into the cover, 1-0. Jey Uso being right there in the nick of time for his brother. Right there. That's that twin magic right there. Having each other's back, even when it seems like times are going to get hard. And look at that right there. Jimmy Uso taking down Gallows. Carl Anderson getting up to his feet. But it doesn't matter. Look at the strength by Jimmy. The strength by Jimmy Uso that's being put on display here is absolutely beautiful. And look at that. Look at that. Jimmy Uso is feeling the momentum in this matchup here tonight. Goes into the cover. Is this one going to be it here? 1, 2, and no. Oh my goodness, I don't know how Gallows is doing it. I don't know where he's finding it, but he's finding it. And now, wait a minute, look at Jimmy. Jimmy with a big Superman punch from the top. Shout out to Cousin Roman. Big super kick to the midsection. And the Usos are feeling it here at Fully Loaded. Oh my God, and oh man. Right into the barricade Gallows goes. Gallows doesn't know where he's at or what's going on, and you can't blame him, but the referee on the count of 4. And Jey Uso just taking his time. You would think he forgot that there was even a matchup going on. And getting the tag. Very beautiful work here by the Usos, making sure the fresher man stays in as Gallows gets up to his feet. Jey hits him with a drop kick. Beautiful drop kick there by Jey Uso. The Usos here, like I said before, that tag team action. This isn't two men teaming up for a couple of years, 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. These are twins. These are brothers. These are two men who's been in the ring with each other for years. And wait a minute, Gallows looking to turn the tide. Laughs in the face of Jey Uso as Gallows gets the tag to Carl Anderson, and both men standing. Gallows. Oh! Gallows had that beautifully executed, and so does Carl Anderson, because Anderson moved out of the way from the super kick, and now he's lining up Jey for what could be a cutter. He gets him. 1, no. Jimmy Uso being there just a little quicker than Gallows was. Either way, the OC is staying on the offense side of things in this matchup, because the Usos, you would have thought that would have helped the Usos, but it definitely isn't. And look at this. Oh! The Usos looking in a bit of trouble here. You got to think Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns are looking backstage on, having a little bit of concern on their face if any gold leaves the bloodline. That right there takes away any vantage point of Roman getting a future World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. I mean, hey, Roman's bargaining chips have been the Usos. Roman's bargaining chips have been having that lock on the tag team division, expanding the bloodline, and having the bloodline take over in different ways. And oh man, big kick there by Anderson. Jey's in trouble. Cutter. 1, no. Once again, in the nick of time, Big Brother Jimmy comes to the aid, and now Gallows looking to make this the beginning of the end. Big splash. Oh my goodness, Gallows and Anderson might be the ones to be able to defeat the ones. It can be done. Anything is truly possible. Anything at all. And ladies and gentlemen, look at the fight on Gallows' face. The sweat dripping off of him. Styles' excitement. It's all over the place, but Jey says no. Jey says no. Pop, Samoan drop. And look at that. Jey tried to turn his attention to Carl Anderson. And no. Anderson blocked him off the first time, but this time he's paying attention. Has Gallows in his limelights. Gallows is exactly where Jey wants him to be. Jey off the top. Big punch, but missed. Oh my goodness, he didn't have it well calculated. And now Gallows has him where he wants him, but Jey saying no. Jey having a little bit more fight back. And oh man, Gallows getting tagged in by Carl Anderson. But Anderson not paying any attention, Jey not paying any attention to the tag. Doesn't care about the tag, wants to make sure he puts pain on both of these men. And Anderson realizing what's going on, gets back into the ring and looks to put a beating on Jey Uso. But no, Jey fighting back. Jey with a clothesline, but missed. Gallows now on the outside. Styles on the outside. Solo on the outside. Everybody's seeing where this matchup is going to go, but not exactly where it's going to land. And a big cutter. Into the cover. 1, but Jey has Jimmy. Jimmy has Jey. And Jimmy was there to save Jey in the nick of time. Right there to save him in the nick of time. Everybody back up to where they need to be. Gallows right there. Jey saying no. Jey saying no. Carl Anderson not knowing where he's at, but where he's going is the corner and the side of the island of relevancy, because the bloodline looks like they want to set up the beginning of the end. Big super kick double super kick, and it was done by the ones into the cover. The Usos to do it, the Usos to retain. They punched their ticket to the main event of Starrcade. The Usos just punched their ticket, and now they get to sit out of a 2-month-long tournament. And they get to wait. September 14th is the next time that they're going to be putting their tag team championships on the line. And that is at the Starrcade pay-per-view. The big question is, now we know it will be the OC versus the Street Profits in round 1, since the OC is now slotted in that spot. Will the OC be able to fight, climb, and get back to this opportunity right here? We don't know. But what we do know is there is a lot. 16 teams to be exact. And it's going to be damn good, because in all 8 matches, we're going to see the next challenger for these titles. We've seen how far these 2 men are willing to go. But on the OC side of things, we've seen how much they've been willing to fight. And oh man, look at this. The Creed brothers backstage watching on. Watching on as the Bloodline celebrate in the ring. The Creed brothers are going to be in the matchup tomorrow night. It's going to be damn good on Monday Night Raw. They're going to be going 2-on-2 with the Undisputed Era, and you see both Julius and Brutus looking at each other, seeing and understanding what they're going to have to do and what they're going to have to bring. And that is an absolute fight to this team right here, because we've seen this team in the past. We've seen the Undisputed Era in the past, and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, they are back for Starrcade Gold. It's gonna be damn good, and it goes down tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time for Monday Night Raw. It's gonna be a damn good episode. I can't wait to see you there. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's going to be a good one. This one has been brewing for months. It's going to be Kevin Owens taking on Cody Rhodes in a no disqualification match. Kevin Owens made his return at SummerSlam, attacking the American Nightmare after Cody Rhodes lost the World's Heavyweight Championship. And Kevin Owens had one thing in his mind the entire time he was rehabilitating, had one thing in his mind, and that was coming back and destroying the American Nightmare. Kevin Owens has had a fixation on Cody Rhodes and everything that Cody Rhodes stands for, and tonight is the night that Kevin Owens finally gets his hands on the American Nightmare. Comment down below who you think is going to win this matchup, because this one is coming right up next. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's not all, because the 2 men that just entered the building are the 2 men that's going to be in a no-holds-barred contest later on tonight. It's Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns. Both men are here, and they are ready to go. Like I said, later tonight, it all goes down. 2 former brothers, 2 men who once thought that they were going to be best friends for life, now turn enemies, as Jon Moxley was the one to tell the Architect Seth Rollins to stab Roman Reigns in the back, and now Roman seeks vengeance. For the last couple of months, the Shield have been trying to make the Bloodline's life a living hell, but now the Bloodline look for retaliation as Roman finally gets revenge on Jon Moxley here tonight at Fully Loaded. It all goes down later tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the night picks up, we see the American Nightmare. His name is Cody Rhodes. Oh my God. Listen to this sold-out crowd here at Orlando, Florida. They are absolutely off of their feet. Join the sing-along as it goes, because, ladies and gentlemen, these people know who they want to win, know who they want, and that is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as Rhodes was once World Heavyweight Champion and has fallen low to the point of him having to feed the ego of Kevin Owens when Owens made his return at SummerSlam and set his sights on Cody Rhodes. And tonight we see everything these 2 men have taken from each other over the last couple of months. Everything This has come down to 6 months worth of pain, 6 months worth of anger, and most of it, if not all of it, comes on the side of Kevin Owens being injured for months, thinking to himself, having one goal in mind, and that is coming back and beating Cody Rhodes. The big question here tonight is, will that be a factor? Can Kevin Owens do it? Oh man, this crowd absolutely despises Kevin Owens, and the big question I have is, can you blame him? Kevin Owens has had one thing and one thing only in mind, and that has been to make Cody Rhodes' life a living hell. Man, oh man, tonight is the night we see no disqualification. Tonight is the night we see two men who are ready to go through absolute war. And then, not only are they going through war tonight, but they go through war tonight. And then in 2 weeks, these two men that hate each other oh so much team up in the Starcade Tag Team Tournament. It's incredible. And you see the crowd. The crowd wants them to do one thing and one thing only, and that is let them fight. Let them fight, and you can't blame them. Owens turning his back to Rhodes, and that wasn't smart. That was not smart. And now Cody just unleashing every bit of anger, every bit of pain he has in his heart on Kevin Owens. And now look at Kevin Owens doing the exact same to Cody. Cody getting picked up. Oh my goodness, and look at his fireman's carry position into the neck breaker. Oh my goodness, Kevin Owens not playing any games with Cody Rhodes. I said it before and I'll say it again. We talked about the long rehabilitation of Kevin Owens, working his ass off 6 months to get back into an opportunity like this and to be able to wrestle in a matchup. This is his first matchup wrestling since he's been back here in the WWE. He's been back for a month, but he hasn't wrestled, and that's because he hasn't been cleared. This man, oh man, took any opportunity, any little a pocket of an opportunity to come back and confront him, and he made sure he did it. And now, wait a minute, Cody Rhodes looking to turn the tides on Kevin Owens, but Owens saying no. Owens saying no. Owens not allowing it, and you see Owens fighting back with every ounce of fight back that he has in his heart. And now Kevin Owens dropping Cody and making him pay no disqualification. So all this is legal in this matchup. Oh my goodness. You see Kevin Owens not playing any games, just wrenching back. Oh my goodness, and now Cody Rhodes now fighting back. Cody Rhodes keeping his momentum going in his matchup, and Rhodes off the top, off the absolute top, doing anything he can to knock down Kevin Owens, and has Owens up and stuns him. Stuns Kevin Owens, and now wait a minute, Cody Rhodes looking for a powerbomb position. Has Owens where he wants him. Oh my God. You can already tell the amount of physical pain both of these two men are willing to go through. Kevin Owens slapping the table out of Cody's hand, and got checked there. You see, and Cody Rhodes wants to introduce a goddamn table in this matchup. What the hell is wrong with Cody? And you see Owens is trying to get up to his feet. He's still feeling a little groggy, but Cody Rhodes still insisting on bringing the table in. And oh man, Kevin Owens challenging Cody to come up and drops him down. Kevin Owens. Oh man, Cody getting back into the ring a little sooner than expected, but Kevin catching him. Kevin catching Cody exactly where he wants him. Kevin Owens now hooks the legs, has Cody up, and drops him. Oh my God. Kevin Owens not playing any games here tonight. Bounces him off of the ropes, hits him with an elbow, but gets tangled up by Cody. Cody's still groggy, doesn't know where he's at after that big bomb there. And now Kevin now just doing any and everything he could possibly do, and drops him again. Drops him again and again, and one more time as he goes. And Kevin Owens says, you want to use tables? No tables. And Kevin Owens, I guess he's just making up his mind as he goes. It's like he's thinking about tables, but he wants to make Cody hurt with his bare hands, and now looking to do something again, but all that contemplating helped Cody out immensely. Cody now locking the arms, looking to go for a Cody driver, but no, Kevin saying no. Kevin not allowing it. Owens not allowing it, dropping Cody on the back of his neck. And if I'm Cody Rhodes, I'm thinking twice, and oh, Kevin Owens with a big lariat. Following through as he should. And oh my God, look at that running DDT there by Kevin Owens. I would say Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are two men who are looking very even, but I'd be wrong. Kevin Owens has been the one putting Cody through all of the hurt. Cody had a glimmer of hope, seen a little bit of stars aligning, but right when he did, it looks like they were shooting stars because they flew past him that much quicker. And Cody now, Cody getting out to his feet. And as Cody gets up to his feet, Cody feeding into the crowd, saying if you want tables, we're gonna get you tables. And Kevin Owens having, oh my goodness, are we having a little bit of a Mexican stare off here? What the hell's going on? Kevin with the ladder, Cody with the table. Cody Rhodes saying get your ass in the ring. And oh my goodness, the mind games doesn't get any more crazier than this. We do know Cody now, oh, you gotta think that hurt Cody just as much as it hurt Owens. But Cody following through now. Owens is on the ladder. And oh man, Cody, if I was Cody, I would have took advantage of that. But Cody doesn't want to take advantage of that. Cody wants to go for the ultimate sacrifice. And if I'm one of these two men, I'm getting something out of the ring. And wait a minute, Cody, crossroads! Rhodes with a crossroads! Cody now! Cody's saying this is what you want! This is what you want! And I think this, oh my God, this is exactly what Kevin wanted. This is not good. Cody now looking to line up Owens, looking to bring him in to the table, but Owens trying to fight. Owens fighting, and he does. Kevin Owens fighting like he should. Owens understanding that if you're gonna win this matchup, you gotta put your goddamn foot on the pedal and you gotta keep going. And now Kevin. Drop it, Cody! We've never seen this side of Kevin Owens. We've never seen Kevin Owens be this dangerous before, but we're seeing it now. Kevin now has Cody where he wants him, lines him up on the table. And oh my God, the referee saying, what are you doing, Kevin? Think about this. Think about this. And I think I know what Kevin wants. Kevin! No! No! Kevin's going up! Kevin's going up! Off the top! Frog splash through the table! Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes knew that they were gonna have to do what no man would do to each other, and that's go to lengths that only these two men would go. Kevin Owens just defeated Cody Rhodes. Wow. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, what a matchup. We had to get a different referee in here. I'm getting word that some wood chips from the table got in the female referee's eyes. We apologize for that. Wait a minute, the referee's trying to tell Kevin, oh, the matchup is over. Wait a minute, Kevin, come on. Kevin just keeps attacking Cody, going after the arm. Come on, Cody, no. Cody, come on, try to fight. Somebody come out here. Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind everybody that Starrcade will be featured at the MSG Arena coming at September 14th. It's going to be a damn good pay-per-view, and it's going to be starting next episode of Universe Mode. We're going to be getting into our first matchup, and it is going to be taking over the course of the next 2 months here in Universe Mode as we gear up for one hell of a Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. Man, oh man, I can't wait. It's going to be damn good, and I'll see you guys for the next episode. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been one hell of a night here at Fully Loaded, and we have one hell of a main event. And you see the 3 men backstage right now. Judgment Day is backstage, seemingly talking and going over strategy for the main event's plan, because in the main event, it's going to be Bryan, Orton, Balor. It's going to be all 3 of those men locked inside of the ring for triple threat action, and it all goes down for the World's Heavyweight Championship for your main event. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not all. Coming up next is going to be championship action when the man who has been trying to paint himself to be the best Intercontinental Champion, Austin Theory, steps into the ring with a man who hasn't just been saying it, but who's been proving week in and week out that he is the absolute best, and that is Adam Cole. A matchup that took place at SummerSlam, but Austin Theory beat Adam Cole. Austin Theory beat Adam Cole his own games when it came to the mind games. Will tonight be a different story to play out for Adam Cole? Will tonight just be another match in the notch for Austin Theory? Find out coming up next. Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is Intercontinental Championship action. And it is finally going down right here tonight. It is going to be damn good. Adam Cole versus Austin Theory, the SummerSlam rematch. It finally goes down right here, right now. It's been one we've been looking forward to all night. And it's finally coming your way. You see that taped up shoulder. Adam Cole has been fighting day in, day out, week in, week out. Anytime, anywhere, Adam Cole has been there. Adam Cole has made sure that his namesake was on the top of the brand, on the top of the division, no matter where he goes, whether it's Raw, Mayhem, anywhere this man goes, he makes sure he is the best of the best. And that is what I can promise Adam Cole will bring into this matchup, because Adam Cole said, taped up shoulder or not, I am all in. And that right there, that promise from Adam Cole is all you need going into this matchup, because Adam Cole has one thing and one thing only on his mind, and that is championship goals. What some people would say is the wrestling match of the night, the matchup that was truly a good technical one, was the SummerSlam matchup between Austin Theory and Adam Cole. Some people are saying that matchup is the match of the night. The big question is, will they be able to do what they did at SummerSlam? Will they be able to make that magic again? Or will Adam Cole once again fall short to Austin Theory, as Theory has been trying to make his championship reign one hell of a championship reign? It's going to be very, very interesting to see how Austin Theory goes into this matchup. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how Austin Theory just overall just functions in this matchup. I mean, again, we are seeing a different kind of Austin Theory, lately. We have been seeing an Austin Theory who has been, throwing himself a little more at Adam Cole. Before Adam Cole was even named #1 contender, Austin Theory, he just kept throwing himself at Cole, kept just trying to take down Cole at any which way he can, trying to put and beat into Cole's head that, listen, I am better than you. And, Austin Theory, man, it seemed like we were going to get a rematch regardless coming into Fully Loaded, because the final two participants in the gauntlet match, the #1 contenders gauntlet match, was Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole. So either way, Austin Theory, he was going to have to face one of the men that he wronged in the past. The big question is, who was it going to be? And Adam Cole ended up making sure his name made it to the pay-per-view. And here we are with Austin Theory. Theory and Cole, man, this one's going to be a very, very interesting one here tonight. The crowd doesn't know where they want to go, but all they know is that Intercontinental Championship is on the line. That right there is the second most prestigious title here in Universe Mode, and it definitely has its prestige in its own right. This championship has been held by only a few here in Universe Mode: Sheamus, Robert Roode, and Austin Theory being the three men to hold. That can tonight be number 4. Will tonight be Adam Cole's destiny to the Intercontinental Championship, or will tonight just be another stepping stone for Austin Theory? That's the big question on everybody's mind. And it's a question that's going to get answered very, very soon as Austin Theory raises up the championship. The crowd does not seem impressed. The crowd is not fans of Austin Theory, and it's showing here tonight. Theory not stressed, trying to understand it, trying to remain focused in this matchup, understanding how important this matchup, how prestigious this matchup is. Adam Cole understanding where he went wrong. He said it a few weeks ago. He knows exactly where he went wrong when it came to Austin Theory. It took him as a little punk. He took him as a joke, but tonight he's walking into this one and taking it serious for all the marbles. Here we go. Bell rings and let's do this. Theory and Cole again. And already starting off with that bicycle knee. Theory, though, knocking off Adam Cole, looking to go for that big elbow, but Adam Cole saying no. Adam Cole moving out of the way and just ducking and dodging.
and punching down Cole where he stands. Beautifully done there by Adam Cole. Cole now looking to hook the legs a little bit and knock him back. Doing all that damage to the lower legs of Austin Theory. Theory doesn't seem like he knows where he's at in this matchup. Theory all over the place in this matchup. And man, oh man, once again, wait a minute, Austin Theory and Adam Cole, man. I said it before and I'll say it again. These men, we've seen them fire away on all cylinders, and look at this. To the mountaintop saying Adam Cole, baby. And now, wait a minute, Austin Theory getting met to the outside by Adam Cole. Adam Cole now fighting away on Theory, but Theory saying no. Theory getting spiked right in the face, and oh my God, Adam Cole. Cole just getting knocked down. Twice getting knocked down. Nicely done there by Austin Theory. Theory now just, oh my God, slugging away. Just absolutely slugging away on Adam Cole in his matchup, and oh my God, brings him right into the steps. Beautiful work there by Austin Theory in this matchup. Theory now going to the inside of the ring. Theory now focused in this matchup. We talked about it on the early ons. We talked about how focused Theory was going to be, how focused Cole was going to be. It seems like Theory has been able to keep a little bit of that focus when it comes to this matchup. Theory has a little bit more discipline than he's had in previous matches, understanding the importance, understanding that Adam Cole is no easy opponent. Adam Cole is a bit of a different opponent than anybody Theory's ever faced in the past, and you see Cole contemplating on even going back into the ring, having a lot on his mind. It seems like Theory definitely brought a different side to him, something we definitely didn't think we'd see here tonight. Tries to go for that other elbow there, this time gets a strike, and oh my God, and Theory with a kick to the midsection. This is that different side of Austin Theory we talked about. Into the cover, tries to put Adam Cole away here tonight. 1, 2, and no. Not even a 2 count, and aside from the discipline of Austin Theory, you gotta think that it's helped out a little bit that Austin Theory hasn't really wrestled as much as Adam Cole has coming into the pay-per-view. And wait a minute, Cole now with a bicycle knee to the face once again relying on that move, but it's a move that's been shown very effective in Adam Cole's matches, especially against Austin Theory. But Theory now getting brought into the corner now, when Cole, nicely done there, nice elbow now going to the second rope, looking like he wants to hit him with a bit of an uppercut. Beautiful work there by Adam Cole, nicely done. The referee trying to get Cole's attention, but Cole not paying any attention to the referee, and oh man, Theory bringing this one to the announce table, making me stand up a bit. Don't scare me like that, Theory. And Theory now getting brought into the ring, into the cover. Cole looking to do it. Cole looking to put it away here, becoming Intercontinental Champion, but no. Right when we thought it was going to be the end, it just seemed to be the beginning. Theory seemingly having a lot more fight in this matchup than we originally thought that he would. And oh man, look at Adam Cole and Austin Theory. Oh my God. Cole and Theory, look at this. I talked about it before and I'll say it again. Both men fighting back with every ounce of fight that they have in each other. Both men doing any and everything that they can to show how much the Intercontinental Championship means to them. Because let's be honest, this goes way deeper than these two men's hatred. This is all for the gold. Step up kick there by Adam Cole. Cole now looking to go high risk, high reward, and that's exactly what it's going to be, because we don't usually see Adam Cole go high risk like this. Drop kick, missile drop kick into the cover, middle of the ring, and no. Austin Theory keeping the fight going in this matchup as Adam Cole's thinking to himself, what else is it going to take? What else can he do in this matchup? Because let's be honest, it's going to have to take something. Something's going to have to give. And Adam Cole looks like he's going to go for the last ditch effort, last shot. Into the cover. Come on, Cole. Come on. 1, 2. No. No. Oh my God. Theory gets the shoulder up, but this time Adam Cole wants to really put it away. Adam Cole wants to go for it one more time. Tries to kick him down again for the last shot, but Theory says no. Theory says no. ATL. Once again, Cole's mishaps screwed him over, but no. Adam Cole fought. He's fighting his damnedest, and he's keeping it going, but the Intercontinental Champion drops him where he stands. We didn't know how this matchup was going to be. We didn't know if it was going to be able to topple the first matchup that we've seen. But it's doing something alright because these two men are fighting here tonight. Brings him into the corner. Cole is struck, but he fights. Cole fights. There he's rocked. There he now into the corner. There he's into the corner. And when Cole's opponents go into the corner, there's only one thing to do left. Second rope. Panama Sunrise. It's over. 1, 2, he does it! Adam Cole is your Intercontinental Champion, baby! What a match! What a match indeed! And oh man, what the hell? Adam Cole is signaling somebody to come down, and Austin Theory fighting back. And you see the crowd ecstatic. I don't know why they're ecstatic to see Austin Theory get beat up. And oh man, this is why the Cavalry has come in. The Undisputed Era, they're in the building. They're here for Starrcade, and they're making sure they got Adam Cole's back. Goodbye, Theory. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's going to be a damn good one indeed. It's going to be two former brothers finally going to war when Jon Moxley steps into the ring with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. This one has been a long-awaited matchup. It's been the most viewed rivalry here in Universe Mode and the most hyped-up matchup of the night, and it finally goes down right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be hard-hitting for sure. Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley, the highlighted matchup of tonight. It's going to be damn good. Oh my god, wait a minute, is that? Oh my... Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a violent man, and he didn't bring the shields, Moxley, tonight. This man has a rocket strapped to his back, and he's riding the Death Rider all the way to the ring. Because as Moxley drinks in the booze, as he listens to the crowd spill their absolute hatred for him, he knows what the focus is tonight. He understands, like the WWE Universe understand, what tonight's all about. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this crowd is absolutely off their feet for the one and only, the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man himself, Roman Reigns. And when you talk about hatred, this matchup spills the very definition. These two men were once brothers. These two men once swore to each other to have each other's back, to be there in desperate times, times of need, to be thicker than blood could ever be. And Moxley was the one to tell Rollins to stab Roman in the back. Moxley was the one that orchestrated the fall of the Shield, pushing Roman that much closer to his bloodline. And now, with Roman Reigns, with Roman only having the mind of a tribal chief, getting visited only a month ago by one of the ancestors, Rikishi, after Roman Reigns was told his mission, Roman knows what he has to do, and that's get rid of the Shield, get rid of Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, Seth frickin' Rollins. They all gotta go for Roman to move on, for Roman to solidify his destiny and go on to the World Heavyweight Championship. And it can only happen if Roman puts the nail in the coffin tonight. Tonight is the night that Roman Reigns is gonna be in for the absolute fight of his life. And I can't sit here and tell everybody, I can't sit here and say that this is going to be easy for Roman, because he's going against a dangerous Jon Moxley, a more sadistic Jon Moxley, a Moxley who has one thing and one thing only on his mind, and that is just revenge on the Tribal Chief. And you see both men staring each other off in the ring, the crowd just absorbing this one here tonight. Both men talking a whole bunch of trash to each other. And oh, Moxley tries to go for a punch, but Reigns not allowing it. Reigns now firing away on Jon Moxley. And now this is the second time we're seeing Roman Reigns in the Shield with one other of his brethren out back at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. We've seen Roman Reigns go one-on-one with Seth Rollins. And one hell of a matchup. It was false count anywhere. Roman ended up getting the job done and defeating Seth Rollins. And now Roman, oh, big punch to the gut there. Roman now setting his sights on the man who's been orchestrating so much. The man who brought in Claudio Castagnoli. The man who brought in Bryan Danielson to the Shield. You know, when we look at a guy like Jon Moxley, he's just been doing any and everything that he wants here in the WWE, and he's had no consequences. And now Moxley bringing him into the rope, but takes him down there. Nicely done there by Moxley. Moxley not playing any games. Not playing any games. And now, oh my God. Beautiful work there by Roman Reigns. Reigns just staying on the attack here tonight, understanding he's going to have to be brutal. He's going to have to really hurt Jon Moxley in order for Moxley to feel in this matchup, in order for this rivalry to come to a head, in order for Roman Reigns to do what he wanted to do back at SummerSlam, and that was, you know, set his sights for the World Heavyweight Championship. That got stifled by Jon Moxley. I mean, Adam Pearce says at least he feels like this rivalry is far from over, and if any one of these men move on, he has to solidify and know for sure one man isn't going to go after each other, and it's not going to convolute the main event, kind of like the main event we're seeing right now. Interesting how things work, but Roman Reigns now telling the crowd that Moxley doesn't think before he does things. Moxley just does. This is why Roman is the way he is. And wait a minute, Roman now looking to pick up Moxley, but Moxley moving out of the way now. Look at this, Moxley not giving a damn, looking to go to the outside, but Roman following pursuit. Now Roman putting the attack on Jon Moxley. Beautiful work here by Roman. Roman Reigns not giving a damn about Jon Moxley here tonight. You can't blame him. There is nothing but hatred for these men. Nothing but hate flows in the veins of these two men when it comes to each other. And now, like I said earlier tonight, this is no holds bar, so anything goes, and the pinfall or the submission does have to happen in the ring. But aside from that, these two men can brawl on the outside as long as they want. Grab any weapons, anything that they feel they need to put this one to bed, they can do. And oh man, Roman not playing any games here tonight. And oh my God, just again unloading. Again, just unloading on, oh my God. And now, wait a minute, Moxley catches him with a knee. Big knee by Mox. Jon Moxley isn't playing any games with the big dog here tonight. Roman thought he had Moxley lined up. Roman thought that it was going to be over, and no. Roman thought he was lining up Moxley for what could have been the beginning of the end, but Moxley saying no. Moxley not allowing Roman to do anything more. And Moxley with a big elbow drop to Roman. Very beautiful work here by Jon Moxley. And wait a minute, Moxley with an inverted paradigm. Moxley just laying out Roman Reigns. That's a maneuver we thought we'd only see in the ring. Something that we thought would put his opponent away. But wait a minute, Jon Moxley now. Moxley has Reigns up on his shoulders, picking him up like it's nothing, and oh my God. Just absolutely disgusting. The clothesline by Jon Moxley. Moxley now just putting all types of hurt, putting all types of pain on Roman Reigns. And Reigns is in trouble. And oh my God, Roman goes into that electronic structure right there. Part of our Titantron. And oh my God. You can't really see a proper angle on it. But trust me when I say it's hard to get back there. But Roman's getting messed up bad. Can we get a number on? Oh man. I was going to say, can we get a different number camera on these guys? And oh man, Roman being brought out here by Jon Moxley, and Moxley now lining up Roman Reigns. Reigns doesn't know where he's at. I don't think we expected the matchup to shift like this. Speaking about shifts, paradigm shift for your trouble. The big dog just got sat down by the lunatic. And Moxley saying to Roman, this is what you wanted? This is what you wanted? And I don't think Roman fully understands what he actually wanted in this matchup. And Roman once again getting absolutely toppled here by Jon Moxley. Moxley is putting the pain on Roman Reigns, and again with an elbow to the chest. Oh my goodness. I mean, we all know the matchup that we're seeing right now. This is just brutal. This is just violence at its finest. Moxley's busted open. I didn't even realize that, but after that paradigm shift, Roman's busted open too, if I can see properly. And oh my God, Roman and Moxley just beating the absolute shit out of each other. And you can't blame them. These men have had an all-out war since the beginning. These men said from the start that there were going to be no pinfalls, there were going to be no submissions. This wasn't about dominance, this wasn't about ego, this wasn't about cockiness. This was a war between two former brothers. And Jon Moxley looks to go for another kick, but Roman looking for any bit of life he can possibly get, and he finds it. Roman finds that bit of life. Roman finds any little bit of something. Knee to the midsection, punches to the face. Roman doing any and everything he can to stagger Jon Moxley, and looking to go for something as basic as a suplex. If it knocks down the lunatic, then it gets the job done for the time being. And oh man, Roman. This is not good. Powerbomb. Roman with a powerbomb. How poetic, being that the Shield used to do the triple powerbomb to the men that they used to dispose of. What a matchup, and the Orlando, Florida crowd feels the exact same when you can't blame them. Roman lining up for something big here. Superman punch. Roman picking up Moxley. Moxley's groggy. He's groggy. He gets laid out with a spear. Big spear by Roman. Roman needs to put this one away. Quick and fast! Roman can barely even pick himself up, let alone pick up Jon Moxley in this matchup, but he's doing it. Look at the pure strength by Roman Reigns. The crowd is not understanding how Roman's even able to do this. And Roman with a huge power slam to Jon Moxley. Picking up Moxley, and I think this one's finally gonna go back into the ring. These two men just beat the absolute shit out of each other, and if you ask me, it seems to be over as both men are busted open. Wait a minute, Moxley out of nowhere, paradigm shift into the cover. 1, 2, no! How does Roman do it? Moxley saying, what the hell? And what the hell indeed. Moxley laying Roman out with a knee. That took all of the wind right out of Roman Reigns. And oh my God. Oh my God. Roman's laid out after that. There's nothing Roman can do. Roman is just fighting. Roman is he's just going off of will at this point. Moxley fires back on Roman's hit. We talked about how bad it was for Roman, and we have never, ever seen Roman Reigns at a state like this. We have never seen the tribal chief be put down this hard, and it's being done by his former brother, Jon Moxley. Moxley saying, I'll do it, damn it, and he does. Oh my God. Moxley just letting loose on the big dog. Oh my God, this is an absolute massacre. This is an absolute, oh my goodness. Come on, Moxley, this is it. You did, oh my God. Moxley, come on. Moxley now just, oh my God. That knee just knocking all of the wind out of Roman Reigns. Please don't kick out Roman. Oh my God. The crowd chanting Moxley sucks. The crowd, for every reason possible, hates Jon Moxley, but what needs to be more focused on is the well-being of Roman Reigns. Because Jon Moxley just proved why they always have called him the lunatic of the Shield. And the big question is, did the Shield or did the Bloodline not take this one too serious going in? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for this one all night. It's finally time for the main event. It's going to be Randy Orton versus Bryan Danielson versus Finn Balor. Triple threat action for the World's Heavyweight Championship. We've been waiting for this one for a couple of weeks now, and it finally goes down. Coming up next. My name's Randy Orton. And my journey to the World's Heavyweight Championship has been very different, very much unlike anybody's you've ever seen. See, I wasn't a king in the ring, had a prime opportunity to get to the World's Heavyweight Championship, but I was side-blocked by a man who called himself the face that runs the place. I then showed that man that he is nothing by simply putting his ass right through a table, showing how fragile he was. And he came back. He came back because he couldn't handle his ego being destroyed, and I embarked my way to the World Heavyweight Championship. It was a great night. Saturday Night Raw, me and Cody Rhodes one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I was so close. But the guy that I said earlier, the guy who just couldn't get his ego in check, now that guy came back for me, and I figured, hey, it was time to put him down. It was time to end his career. And what did I do? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I fought him at SummerSlam. That man's name is John Cena. John Cena will forever be known as the guy that I retired because I, ladies and gentlemen, am the Legend Killer. Now, before that matchup was given implications that the next person who won that matchup would be in for a great treat, fully loaded World Heavyweight Championship, and here I am. Tonight is my night. I may have gotten sidetracked. There may be a goat that has infiltrated, but I'm animal control. And tonight, I get the job done. Tonight, I put down a prince. And tonight, I reign supreme as the World Heavyweight Champion. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whether you love me or whether you hate me, the respect I've gained in this industry is unlike any others because I am Randy Orton. Well, alright ladies, we are gearing up for our main event. I just want to give a quick shout out to our members here on the channel, as you guys are the reason how we are just able to keep pushing forward and going through it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no cap on it. You can become a member anytime, anywhere, whenever you want. It is all up to you about pressing that join button, and you can check out the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. You see Bryan Danielson warming up for the main event, and what the hell? Wait, what? Do we have no security back here right now? What the hell is going on? That's Randy Orton. Orange is attacking Danielson and all. Oh my God. Orton yelling at Danielson saying, you thought you were going to take my moment? You thought you were going to take my moment? And oh my God, RKO. RKO, Danielson's neck bouncing right off of the shovel. What the hell? Not like this. Not like this. We got an official back here. They're telling Randy Orton to back away, but he's not listening. And oh my God! What the hell are we seeing? Oh my God! Randy Orton now making his way through Gorilla, coming on out. And the crowd hates Orton with a passion for every reason that can be so. Bryan Danielson fought his ass off to get into this main event. Fought his heart out. And now look. All for nothing. Randy Orton just screwed Bryan Danielson. I mean, there's no way we can actually get this matchup underway, right? I mean, this is a triple threat scheduled matchup. Oh, man. The WWE Universe is letting Randy Orton hear it, to say the least, and you can't blame him. Randy Orton just screwed a man who has been fighting his absolute ass off to get to this opportunity. Take nothing away from Orton. We've seen the Orton documentary. We've seen how far and how long Orton has had to fight, but that takes nothing away from the other man in this matchup and how much he's had to fight as well. But Orton got what he wanted. If you want to argue, Finn Balor got what he wanted, and that was a one-on-one matchup, making sure that the odds stay as even as possible. My God. I mean, talk about any means necessary. I mean, we've said it before and I'll say it again. We've talked about in the past how much the World Heavyweight Championship has meant and does mean to those in the locker room, to those in the back. But you're just seeing a completely different side of it now here tonight. You're just seeing two men who are willing to go at each other any means necessary. But you're seeing this man, this one man who has been on an absolute rampage. And when it seems like you get in the way of Randy Orton and his World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, they just do whatever it takes. But ladies and gentlemen, this man right here, he has no face paint, but he's a man who carries one name and one name only, and that has been the king of the WWE, and that is Finn Balor. This man single-handedly took Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley and brought them to superstardom. Damian Priest being known as the Godfather of the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio being the fastest rising young superstar here in the WWE, and Rhea Ripley being the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, and Balor holding the big gold, baby, and that's the World Heavyweight title itself. The one that WWE covets so well and so much. Tonight, Finn Balor needs to understand that he is in a ring with a different kind of Randy Orton. This is the first title defense, first title defense on a pay-per-view that Finn Balor is going to be on, but his second title defense here in the WWE. Balor defending his championship not even a week after the SummerSlam pay-per-view when he gained the championship, going one-on-one with Bryan Danielson on the premiere episode of Mayhem, and Balor winning that matchup being one hell of a matchup to definitely say the least. Those two men tore the absolute house down, I can promise you that, and both men went almost 20 minutes in the main event, and Balor showed exactly why he is the guy to be, why he is the man to be, and Balor has been showing and proven face on why he is the top guy around here, and that World Heavyweight Championship has just been the beginning of everything that Balor's been trying to say that, Judgment Day's been gonna bring to the table. But the big question is, there's so many moving parts in this matchup. Bryan Danielson now not even being a part of this matchup. It seems like this matchup is gonna continue without Bryan Danielson. I was not expecting this at all. And you see the crowd. The crowd absolutely booing Randy Orton, and you can't blame him. You cannot blame him. I mean, listen, Orton dug his own grave here tonight. Orton just kept disrespecting everybody in this matchup, and aside from the disrespect, he just took out Bryan Danielson, a man who earned his opportunity in this matchup like everybody else. And now Danielson finds himself maybe what I assume is the locker room. And in the beginning of the matchup, the big question on everybody's mind, at least on my mind, was tonight has already been a successful night for the Shield as far as Jon Moxley just defeating Roman Reigns, and that crazy no-holds-barred match that we just seen. Was tonight going to be the same case for Bryan Danielson? It doesn't seem so. It seems like the big fight, Phil, goes to Randy Orton and Finn Balor, the original scheduled matchup for tonight. The original matchup that was planned for your main event. It seems like it's going down. And Orton, you gotta think, I gotta think. I want to run the question by everybody's head. Orton with that eye patch, that scratch cornea just barely healing. And Orton now. Orton only a week and 1 day off of that surgery. And now, wait a minute, Randy Orton now looking to pick up Balor and takes him down. Very beautiful work there by Randy Orton. Orton and Balor, two men who have definitely crossed paths in the past here in the WWE. Both men, oh man. Judgment Day having a bit of an issue with Randy Orton back at the King in the Ring pay-per-view when Randy Orton, you know, what a lot of people thought was help Finn Balor win the main event, but in reality, he just wanted to get back on John Cena. Randy Orton let that be known to both men, and that's when we see in the triple threat matchup. We actually seen Randy Orton pin Finn Balor, but then we did see the matchup, the rematch between the one-on-one men when they fought in the in the past before, and we seen Randy Orton get pinned by Finn Balor. So both men having that pinfall on each other on episodes of Raw, and now the big question. Oh man, beautiful swing blade there by Finn Balor. Balor now going into the cover. Oh, rope break. The big question on everybody's mind, the big question that I have for everybody is, you know, well, who's gonna break the tiebreaker here tonight? The big question was going into the matchup with both men pinning each other in the past was who's gonna pin each other here tonight. Then Bryan Danielson got looped into the mix, and that changed everything. Now this puts us back on a regularly scheduled program. And wait a minute, Balor now just firing away. And I feel like so much attention's been on Randy Orton, so much attention's been on Bryan Danielson, but not on the champion. And wait a minute, Finn Balor hopping over and through. And I want to talk about the champion for a second. Finn Balor fought his ass off to just be in this prime position. Fought his ass off for 6 months to get the World Heavyweight Championship. Went to the main event, defeated Cody Rhodes, did everything he had to do in that matchup. And wait a minute, Balor now. And Balor and Judgment Day, they have been reigning supreme. They have been trying to, you know, grow with championship wins and just with wins overall. And wait a minute, Balor now. Balor, you know, he said something a couple of weeks ago on Raw that's been, you know, it's been echoing in the WWE, and that's the fact that whenever Balor comes out here, whenever he, you know, goes and does these matches, overall, he really does get the job done by himself. I mean, SummerSlam, we did see Judgment Day, but, you know, with the help of Arn Anderson and Brandi Rhodes, it didn't really do any type of help for Finn Balor, so ideally it was pretty even off that point, and, you know, ideally he did get it done by himself. But wait a minute, Orton not going for the first cover in this matchup. Is he going to put it away? New champion? No. Orton trying to put him away. Thought we were going to see a new champion here tonight, Finn Balor. Balor kicking out with a lot of energy behind him too, making sure he stays in this matchup. Balor now ducking over Randy Orton, and Orton with a loop death press. Beautiful work there by Randy Orton. I want to remind everybody this is your main event of tonight's evening. And I would also thank everybody for coming out, taking the time out of your day to watch the pay-per-view. Trust me, the support means the absolute world, and I know these two men in the wrestling ring, aside from their differences, they know and understand that the support means the absolute world too. And wait a minute, both men go for a collar and tie lock up. Balor now getting brought up on the shoulders of Randy Orton and brought right back down for its efforts. And now Randy Orton seeing the darkness, hearing the voices, knowing where he has to go. Orton now sees the stars aligning for him. Balor seems groggy, and Orton's psyching us out. Orton's psyching us out for that DDT. That DDT variant by Randy Orton. Is he gonna get it? And he does. Orton not playing any games here tonight. Orton sees the stars aligning and understands that he might not get another opportunity like this. Orton now, wait a minute. I said he heard those voices, and he does. He puts the champion, but the champion's foot was under the rope. Randy Orton just punted the champion here tonight. And wait a minute, who is that in the distance? Who the hell? Oh my god, wait a minute, that's Mr. Money in the Bank, Bronson Reed. Mr. Money in the Bank, Bronson Reed is here, but who's that? Wait a minute, that's Priest, Damian Priest. He said if you become a problem for the Judgment Day, you're gonna have to go through him, and Priest has proven that to be so. Priest now, south of heaven. Damian Priest protecting the World Heavyweight Champion, protecting Finn Balor. The Judgment Day has each other's back through and through. And now this one goes back to how it once was. Randy Orton is still in control, but at least no outside interference. Oh my god, Orton now looking to put away the champion. Was all that for nothing? No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much happening in this matchup. So much being done. Balor now looking, he sees the stars aligning, and now, oh! I said it before and I'll say it again when it comes to Finn Balor. This man just knows what to do and how to do it when he steps into the ring. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Drop kick into the corner. Balor did it perfectly. Seen what he wanted to do and executed. Coup de grace. 1, 2, no. Orton gets the shoulder up. Orton gets up to his feet, but Balor fighting back. Balor fighting back. Oh my God, but so is Randy Orton, and Orton with a little bit of vintage Orton. Orton fighting back just as much as Finn Balor is. Drop kick there by Orton. What a matchup. Indeed, both of these men are fighting like they have no fight left in each other. These men are fighting like this is it. This will be the final night they get the fight. And Balor now looks to go for something. Orton says no. Orton not allowing it. Looks to go for the cover. Looks to put the champion away, but no. Oh my God. What a match. What are we seeing? Orton now lines him up. Orton, drop kick. I thought he was going to go for the RKO. The WWE Universe thought he was going to go for the RKO. Everybody thought he was going to go for it. But Balor now shrugging off Orton. Balor now taking out Orton, hitting Orton with the crossface. Shades of Bryan Danielson here tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Bryan Danielson. If he's seen this, a smile will go to his face. But Balor, oh man, Balor getting brought back into the ring there by Randy Orton. Orton now picking up Balor, understanding the urgency, understanding how much time he has left, understanding that this one has to get put away. Orton now with a vintage DDT, excuse me, he gets it. Orton sinking in, taking in all of the booze. RKO! This is it! New world champion is already gonna do it! No! The crowd wants it again! Balor gets the shoulders up! There's nowhere and nothing anybody can do in this matchup! Everything is on the line! But wait a minute! That's Danielson! Danielson's back! Danielson's back! Danielson's back! The crowd chanting what seems to be so. Orton's gonna get his head kicked in, but wait, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? That's JD McDonough. NXT's finest is here and fully loaded, and he's wearing the black and purple. What the hell? Danielson was limping his way back into the main event, and McDonough catches out. JD, goddamn McDonough, just screwed Danielson just as much as Randy Orton did. Oh my God! But ladies and gentlemen, we still have a main event, and Orton seeing JD McDonough asking himself what the hell he just seen, and Balor taking advantage. No, not like this. Not like this. The Judgment Day seemingly to always have a plan. Shotgun drop kick into the corner. Looking to put the nail in the coffin for the Judgment Day. Coup de grace. 1, come on. 2, he does it. Finn Balor, ladies and gentlemen, is about to have a championship reign like never before. What a match. These two men tore the absolute house down. Bryan Danielson tried to make his way back, but got cut off by what seems to be the newest member of the Judgment Day, and his name, if you don't know it, is JD McDonough. But tonight, Balor stands tall as your world heavyweight champion here in the main event. What a matchup it was. Man, what a matchup it was indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, let me know down in the comment section below by hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing for more. What a pay-per-view this was. Thank you guys so much. The support means the absolute world. This has been just a crazy ride overall that we've been on. If I could just take a second and talk to you guys. This has been a crazy ride. The amount of work that I put into this has felt so effortless just because of you guys, because of the support, the endless support that you guys keep throwing my way. It means the absolute world, and it makes me the humblest, and I just thank you guys. Fully Loaded was one hell of a pay-per-view. It's gonna go down in the books as one hell of a pay-per-view, and even if it doesn't do the greatest, for the people that did watch and know that so much was done here tonight, so much was said, and we truly made a statement piece when it comes to professional wrestling. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Raw.